Well, hello and welcome back to The Longest Journey.
Yeah, welcome back.
with-
Oh, that's one fine asshole.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
I'm Guy,
I'm girl.
and we are the ClassicAdventures.
Yes, and this is. Did you say?
Yeah, I
that?
said it,
You
but
did.
it's
I'm-
the
I'm-
longest journey.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but I'm kind of focused on this
Bearing.
bear can here.
Let's shit on the
It's just a
chest.
boring old non-treasure chest.
Okay.
I think
Well-
you did all that last time.
So we know that we need the bird now to give it to him to
It's a
possibly do
lighthouse.
something for us. It's a lighthouse, by the way.
Yeah, it's a lighthouse.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about.
Yeah. So we didn't explore. Let's go back
To the big boat?
A big boat.
Is that Brian Westhouse?
He doesn't have any legs.
No.
Wee.
Don't judge him by his
Assorted
long
cargo.
legs.
Assorted cargo.
Talk to him.
Who is this guy? He's a sailor.
Hey, hey, ho, with the
We can shit on
bottle
him.
of Rome.
Shit on or talk to him.
But it's an eye.
Let's talk to him.
I
Ahoy
don't know
there,
how your
matey.
toes looks like, but it doesn't look like
Pardon?
Pardon?
Isn't that how you sailors greet each other?
No.
What do you say then?
Usually, hello. And if it's sunny, nice day for it. We might even try a how are you today then, if we're feeling adventurous.
Ooh, how adventurous
never-
of you.
Ever, ahoy.
Never ever
This is
ahoy.
valuable information.
Aye, matey, that it be.
that. Ooh.
Why aren't you at sea?
Why aren't you out at sea?
Do you see the sail on that barge over there?
Yes.
Is it flapping?
One, two,
What?
sure.
Is it flapping? Is the sail
Is it Flappy
flapping
Bird?
in
What?
the wind?
No.
And why is that then?
Because it's not windy?
Exactly.
Aw, you're smart.
Can't you just use
No.
oars or
Not.
something?
Why is he?
Oh,
Why did
what
you
an
say
excellent idea. Now, why didn't
How
we
can you be
think of
so
that?
goddamn
that?
sarcastic?
Oh, or.
Oars! By Jaw's stunted left arm, that's
Oh my
it.
God, what an asshole! he is.
What
Why have
an
we
asshole.
been moored to the dock for a
Can we
month
kill
with
this
our
guy?
merchandise dropping in value when we could have just rowed our way to Guillet?
Well, you could have done that.
Are you being sarcastic?
Sarcastic.
I don't know.
What in Jaw's name makes you think that?
Are you being sarcastic?
How long has it been since the last win? So we're gonna
How
try to
long's
make
it
wins
been
here. I
since the
guess.
last win?
If you know what I'm saying.
Near a
I
month.
wasn't talking about farting there.
Ever since
Okay.
that accursed alchemist put some kind of spell on the wind. The Moja'll be cursed if I know why. But it's a bloody catastrophe. I've sent some good people of mine up north to deal with him. But not one has returned.
Oh.
Now the Areed High Council speak of sending an entire army platoon to sort him out. But I'm afraid that just might piss him off.
I wonder why.
Who's this alchemist who can cast a spell
Who's this
on the
alchemist who cast a spell on the wind?
wind? Ooh.
It's my
I
mom.
believe his name is Clax.
It's an anime.
Roper Clax.
The
An
alchemist.
Lives
Full
in a
ma-
bloody rock
Is
somewhere
that
up north,
anime,
beyond
one of your
Riverwood.
kid shows you watch?
Thanks for the chat.
Kid shows.
Aye.
I just upset the whole
You
community.
haven't. You haven't.
I
learned
should go on
anything.
I like my outfit.
Tumblr and
It's inexpensive.
whatever that name
Cool.
is and do it.
Can we go on the boat?
It's a small ship. It's a small ship.
Okay, we
It's a
can't
small
go-
ship.
We can't go on the boat. So we know he has trouble with the wind as well now.
Yes.
I don't think we can do anything here. So let's go back. Can go to small. Oh, we can go to city.
That's the boat.
It's the boat and the pier.
I think you should go to the city.
Let's go back then to the city. And so we can go here.
It feels like you missed something. I don't know.
Ship, lighthouse.
I mean, God, I wish they could like remake this game. I mean, the quality would be even better. I mean, look at it. It's so fairy tale and beautiful. Not fairy tales, but yeah, hopefully.
It's
you know.
decent for when it was made, but
But I still think
yeah.
it's beautiful. I mean, just look at the background. I mean, the
a bit.
clouds, it's beautiful. I really like it. I know there's new games, of course, I know that.
So we have a mission to get the bird, to make the wind go, and perhaps go back to the dude that sent us out into the city.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get something from him.
So we got the city gates, the pier,
Then the
marketplace.
marketplace. I believe we have to go back, right? Perhaps. Can we talk to the dude again? I just want to see what he says.
You really want to talk to that douche?
Yeah,
Well, he wasn't a douche, but he was a douche.
he was pretty weird.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Back to Stargate 1.
Stargate 1.
Let's see what he has to say. Maybe he can help us in some way. Need to get the crow back. How can we trick the guy? Can we swap the amulet somehow? And do
Excuse
a magic
me, Western
trick?
Tobias?
We don't know any magic.
Tobias. Just call me Tobias, please. I require no ceremony from a distinguished guest such as yourself. Did you enjoy the sights?
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Walking around out there, seeing with my own two eyes things that can't possibly exist. I kept thinking, it's all a dream. I'll wake up at any moment now and everything will return to normal. But then I realized, I'm still here. It's real. I can touch it. I can smell it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense here. Magic, alien creatures, parallel worlds. I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in fairy tales.
In your world,
Do you
in
believe
Stark,
in the
there is no
Stargate
room for
universe?
magic. That
Gotta
is and
believe in
always has been the
Stargate.
curse of
Really
science,
looks a lot like
the
it, so-
fallibility of
I mean,
logic
this
and
place
order.
reminds a lot about Guo.
They leave no
Yeah,
room
exactly.
for the imagination. If it does not fit into the narrow perception of the laws of nature that your world adheres to, it's a fairy tale.
And I mean,
But then,
the stuff
magic
he
has its
has reminds a
downsides
lot
too.
about
It's
the
unpredictable.
newer episodes.
It
the
invites chaos.
Oldest. No,
It
it's
puts
not the
the
oldest.
balance
The
in
newest
peril
of
in
the
a way
Stargate.
that science
Oh.
alone never could.
I don't remember what
I
the
keep
names
hearing
were,
about the
but
balance
blue
and about
dudes.
Stark and Arcadia
No,
and
blue.
They had like blue
this is
amulets
probably
and
gonna
shit.
sound
Yeah,
strange to you,
they
but
had
I'm
that.
They
clueless.
had
I have no
like
idea
a
what this
religion.
place is or what
If
I'm
you
doing
don't
here
follow
or
it, we shall.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
all I know is
think
that
I know
something
what
strange
you're
is
talking
happening
about.
in
they had a name. I don't remember
my
the name.
world, I guess. I had dreams, and the dreams felt so real, and then things started happening in real life too. Things that couldn't happen, and
I think I will
We
begin
did see
at the
some
very
freaky shit
beginning.
in the real world.
I believe that is why you were sent here, to learn, to understand, to see for yourself. Like
But
you
I
said,
really like
you
this
cannot
universe,
believe
I
in
must
this
say.
place.
Yeah,
It's a cool story.
Well, you will,
we got the punk rock.
after you have learned the
Punk
truth.
rock,
You will.
no, the
Cyberpunk.
Come with me, and I will
cyberpunk
tell you the
universe,
story
and we
of
got
Earth as
this.
your books never
Goa'uld
have.
universe.
And when your eyes and ears are open to the truth, perhaps your mind will follow. We can only hope. Come.
Oh, he's gonna show us something?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Sweet.
This is the true story of the balance,
Oh,
as
we
observed
learn
by
about
the
the
Sentinel,
balance.
the order of the balance, the Fathers. The Sentinel Minstrom committed this story to the pages of the scriptures and to these temple walls thousands of years ago, so that coming generations could learn and understand their past and their future. The wall paintings we are looking at became known as the murals of the balance, and it is through these images that I will recount our common history to you, April Ryan. The story begins and ends here with this mural. Ages ago and in ages to come, the earth was one, and magic and science existed side by side in nature and in all people. There was balance, and there was harmony.
You're saying there was just one world then?
Yes.
One world, one earth. Magic and science in balance with each other, within each and every living creature. The power to make the stars dance and to create life itself was within our grasp. But then, humankind began to exploit this divine power of two, and they saw fit to use it for their own selfish purposes.
That's
Of
always.
course,
That's
humans
always.
fucking dicks.
Yeah, fucking hate those guys. Humans.
Unless something was done, unless man was
picture.
humbled and learned to fear the power he wrought over cosmos, the twilight of chaos would fall upon Earth. It had happened before, in distant times and on distant worlds, and it would happen again. And every man, woman, and child of every people and every race would be devoured by the coming apocalypse. We were given a visitation then. The Dragon, having lived among us for untold generations, rose to offer their guidance and assistance in preserving the balance on our world.
So we have to save the world somehow.
Yeah.
From
Doesn't you always have to do that when you're playing games?
in some
The
games.
dragon? I think I've heard that name before.
The
Dragon,
Dragon.
dragons, whichever name they go by, they remain the eternal servants and custodians of the balance. There were 4 of them here on Earth, and of the 4, one who would found the order of the balance, the Sentinel. The first minstrel were instructed that magic and science would have to be separated before the balance collapsed and brought untold disaster. Earth would have to be split in 2 equal parts. Arcadia and Stark, magic and science, chaos and order. The first Sentinel were counted 13, 6 scientists, 6 magicians, and one who was between, the Dragon, our mentor, our custodian, our learned guide.
The one we
Both
dreamt
magic
about,
and
perhaps.
science were needed to perform this most
the mother.
difficult of tasks.
Exactly.
To split a world in 2,
The mother
to create
lovers.
2 worlds from one.
Wasn't the use of that kind of power dangerous to the balance?
Yes, and so for this purpose, they built a tower to channel their powers and focus them on the divide that they would create. The kin had brought a disc with them, a disc forged in the fire of their world. Placed at the base of the tower and the epicenter of the divide, the disc and the tower would become one, a conduit for the flow of magic and science. At the appointed hour, the 13 came to the tower, and with them a woman whose destiny was decided by the purpose to which she had
might
been
it
born.
be April?
Ooh.
She would be the first guardian, the human protector of the balance,
Oh my
who would stay in the tower for 1,000 years to watch over the 2 worlds and to ensure that the flows of magic and science were always equal. And so the ritual began.
Ritual?
Ritual.
One world was to become 2,
Ooh.
separated by the balance, and each world visible to the other only by way of dreams. Who was ushered into which world was not an arbitrary choice, nor one taken lightly.
Listening? She's
For the
dreaming
magical
this.
creatures, the choice was
She's a
simple.
dreamer.
They had to go
Or-
to Arcadia. Their kind would not survive in Stark. But for others, families were torn apart, lovers separated, and friends lost for all eternity. Encircled by the 12 and the One who would be guardian, the disc at the base of the tower began to spin faster and faster as more and more power flowed through it, until it was a blur. Darkness enveloped the tower, but the disc glowed brighter and brighter. Reality turned, and in one moment, a new reality had been created and 2 new worlds born.
I love this voice.
In the tower there was silence. The original disc had disappeared, and in its place was a smaller counterpart, a similar yet different disc. Around and outside the tower the world looked different. They were now between Stark and Arcadia, between reality and dream. This was the realm of the balance and of the Guardian, and it would be her home for the next 1,000 years. The one who was
1,000
kin
years.
picked up the disc and said, "This disc is a counterpart to the original disc, which has now become this realm, and the key to which has been split and divided in 4. The key is the disc, and the disc is this realm." This mystified the 12, and the one who was kin continued, "Know only this: the Guardian's realm cannot be broken unless the disc is broken. But nor can it be repaired without the disc being repaired. The 4 pieces, that is the
He's
key,
been saying
will
4
be given
pieces
to the
for a while
6
now.
of
I
you
think we
who
need
are
to
to be
find 4
taken
pieces
to
or
Arcadia
something.
for safekeeping. Yet the key will never be complete," he went on, "without the precious stones that adorn each piece. I will keep 1, and my fellow kin the 3 others. Should the day come when this realm must be repaired, or the worlds reunited, and that day will come, you will assemble the disc, and the kin will come together one last time." With that, 6 of the 13 went to Arcadia, and 6 to Stark, and the one who would be Guardian ascended to the throne. Witness the mural, where her dreams and hopes, her very soul, were locked away in the disc. In service of the balance, these traits were nothing but barriers. Through new eyes, the imbalance between the worlds was as clear as the stars themselves to the Guardian, and with one thought, she channeled chaos from Arcadia and logic from Stark into the disc, and redistributed the power wherever it was needed. A new era had begun, the era of the Guardian. After they left the tower, 2 of the Drakkin went to Stark, the other 2 to Arcadia. The 6 who came to each world started what is now known as the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance. But while in Arcadia the Sentinel thrived, in Stark they did not. In Stark, the memories of magic and the balance could not survive in the face of the new reality of natural laws, of logic, and of science. And soon, very soon, Arcadia became nothing more than legend, a myth, tales of fairies to recount to impressionable children, and stories to frighten and entertain around a fire. And while dreams still brought sights and sounds of Arcadia to those asleep in Stark, they were discounted as mere dreams and nothing more.
So that's it? We forgot about our past and about Arcadia? And that's the way things are? Then what's wrong with that? And why does magic from Arcadia seem to have begun leaking through to Stark?
That is another long story. But I can tell that you are tired of stories.
No,
so
please
I shall
go
be
on.
brief.
God damn.
As I told you, while in Arcadia, the Sentinel grew in numbers and in strength. In Stark, while flourishing for a brief time, they were soon diminished and powerless. Some of the Stark Sentinel did not take kindly to this, and they berated the Arcadian Sentinel for their politics and teachings. The Stark Sentinel wanted people to work towards reunification, while their brothers did not. So the inevitable soon came to pass, and the Stark Sentinel parted ways with their Arcadian brothers, and named themselves the Vanguard. And while at first their philosophy was not so different from ours, over the years it changed radically. The Vanguard wanted the divide torn down, the worlds reunited, and the return to what they called the Glorious Ages, when humankind could control the forces of cosmos. But first they needed their own servant in charge of the balance, their own guardian. Now, every 1,000 years, a new guardian took the place of the old one, because no one can be separated from their souls for any longer than 1,000 years. Every 1,000 years, a new guardian was born. The balance provided the seed from which a new fruit grew. But now, it has been 200 years since the previous guardian, the 12th guardian, was to be replaced. Every new child born to the balance has been taken away by the Vanguard to be studied in an attempt to control them. In every instance so far, they have failed. But the 12th Guardian could wait no longer. Only a short time ago, the disk in the tower shattered, and the Guardian left his throne. The balance is now untended, and we have yet to find a new Guardian. Unless we do so, the Vanguard may get their chance. And they may be able to place their own puppet on the throne, to rule the balance according to their principles. And this we cannot allow. It will mean the end of Stark and Arcadia, and the dawn of an era of chaos. Now do you see?
I understand the history. I can even accept it. But I don't understand why I'm here and what Cortez wants with me.
The balance is in peril, April. The Guardian has abandoned his tower. He has disappeared, and there is no one to take his place. He must be reinstated to protect the balance until a new Guardian may be found.
And what can I do? I'm nobody. I've just been having a lot of bad dreams.
You are a strong shifter. I have not seen your like in my lifetime.
She's a shifter.
Shifter?
Someone capable of
getting
opening
more and more
doors between
interesting.
worlds. A shift. A portal between the realms of Stark and Arcadia.
Are you kidding? I didn't do anything. Cortez was the one who opened the shift, and he just waved his hands around in the air. I don't think I'd be capable of opening a portal even if I had a magic wand.
Only a shifter's own power can allow her to travel. No one else can do this for her. Cortez only channeled your power to aid you. He would not be able to step through the shift himself.
Even if that's true, I don't have any control over my talent.
Not yet. But in time you will. How else do you intend to travel back to your world?
God, I hadn't even thought about that yet. Can't you help me?
Nope.
I'm afraid not. Even if I could shift, I would not be able to channel through you like Cortez did.
Fucking Cortez.
So, I'm on my own?
If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them.
You can
But
ask
aside from that,
him about
yes. Yes, you are.
the dude we were supposed to meet when we wanted to
So
leave.
not cool.
Maybe.
No, it has been unseasonably warm. If you don't mind, I will return to my studies now. Thank you for listening to an old man and his long
Cool.
stories.
That's cool.
No, thank you. It's starting to make a little bit of sense now.
Just a little bit. What the
That
hell have you
is
been
good
smoking?
news.
Hey, prep.
Come see me again if you have any more questions.
This game.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we can ask him what was that dude's name.
Brian Westhouse was.
Westhouse.
I forgot his name. But
Yeah.
now I know it.
We
I
should
think
ask
it was
that.
Brian.
But let's do it in the next episode.
Of the longest journey.
Longest journey. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.